Imagine having Dolly Parton as your godmother. Let's bring in author Brad Meltzer. He wrote a children's book titled I Am Dolly Parton. Dolly's Imagination Library initiative gives free books to young children across the country from birth until age 5. I was just mentioning to Pete that my own 5-year-old received her last book from Imagination Library last week. So that's quite poignant for us here this afternoon. Brad, what do you want to reflect on first with us this afternoon about Dolly's legacy?
Well, I think, what I love about Dolly is that it's not just the songs, right? Music is something that evokes memories. And all of us have that moment now when you play 9 to 5 or you play whatever the song is. You go, I remember when. But what I love about Dolly Parton, and the reason I wrote a book about her, is to show my sons, to show my daughter what a real hero looks like. And when you think of her life, she's so poor when she's born that her dad pays the doctor with a sack of cornmeal. Her mother is the one who feeds her love of books, starts with the Bible. But one of Dolly's favorite books is The Little Engine That Could. And that's who Dolly Parton is. She's the little engine. Instead of wearing, as her career goes forward, what everyone says you're supposed to wear, she starts wearing these flashy costumes. Instead of singing just country songs, she sings to all audiences. Instead of being a music star, she starts making movies. Then she opens her own amusement park. And she starts her own charity, the Imagination Library. As we've talked about, the Imagination Library has donated now over 300 million books. And it goes up by 2 million books every single month, including your son. You know what the first book, and I know you know this, the first book you get is the first book they ever gave away, A Little Engine That Could, because that's who she is. And I think, to me, that's what I want people to know about her. And that's what we included in the book, is these real stories to show you that it's not about the fame. It's not about the music. It's about where you come from and believing you can just do anything. That's what she stood for.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention to you, Brad, that my own mother is a prolific children's book author and illustrator, and she has books in Imagination Library. And she was so moved by the experience of working with Dolly's team that she actually dedicated one of her books to her. Dolly ended up writing her a note telling her that she was in love with one of her little dog characters. But I mention this because it's a connection with you, but also because it's my only connection to Dolly, apart from, loving her music my entire life. She really had this ability to reach out and touch people like my mother, like me, who she didn't know at all.
I love you shared that because you hit it on the head before. You said it, is your newsroom today was just, everyone said, oh my gosh, it's Dolly Parton. Same thing in my family, right? My daughter was like, oh no. My wife said, oh, she's amazing. My mother-in-law can't believe it. Whatever generation you're in, we feel affected by her. And I think the reason is when Dolly Parton was a little girl, she didn't feel like she belonged. She felt different. She felt lonely. Where she was from, she used to say people didn't dream of seeing the other side of the world, but she always wanted to know what's on the other side of the mountain. And she had this dream that butterflies would actually fly her there. If you look in her records, you look in her costumes, she always loved butterflies, always had them everywhere. And that's the lesson that I want for my kids, that being a dreamer is a good thing. You never know, as Dolly Parton teaches us, where your dreams are going to take you. And I think that's one of her lasting legacies, is that she taught us you can go anywhere with your imagination. That's why they call it the Imagination Library, right? Is you can go anywhere with it. She's forever that little engine that was always going to take us over the mountain together.
Beautifully said, Brad. Thank you so much for taking time with us this afternoon. It's wonderful to talk to you. And we wish you healing moving forward.
No, I appreciate it. If I could say just one thing about her is, at her concerts, you'd find people who were old and young, rich and poor, gay, straight, city folk, country folk, black, white, everyone else. She loved them all. And she did not judge people as long as they were being themselves. To me, that's a lesson we should all carry with us today. So thank you for honoring her.
It is. Brad, thank you so much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.